Hey guys, Jay here for WoodPigeon Outdoors. Today we're going to talk about an easy, low-budget overnight loadout. Alright? Let's get to her. Alright guys, so this is for mostly beginners, people just starting that, don't want to spend a lot of money. Because, when you first start, you don't really know if you're going to be into this or not. So, basically what I'm going to show you is my low budget loadout. This is what worked for me. I still use this for overnighters. I usually use it between early spring to mid-fall. We are in halfway through November right now, and I still use this. Okay, a lot of guys go out saying, okay, low budget, this is what you need, and they show you items that are $100 or more, or they say $100 or less. This is what I would use in, let's say, just a quick, like I said, overnight, down and dirty, bushcraft night, or, just want to get out in the woods for the night. Yeah, so let's just get started. So basically, my strap here is just a belt. My ex gave me this belt. I hated this belt. I was about to throw it out, and I realized I could use it as a strap. And plus, I know she got this belt cheap. It's like $3. You could get it at like the dollar store or whatever. Just a simple little belt. I'm going to move up a bit so you can see this. So, start off with canteens. This is my canteen right here. Alright, very simple. It's just a metal cup and aluminum water bottle. Alright, metal cup, I just throw it on the fire and cook my meal, whatever I'm going to have that night, and then rinse it out after and make pineapple tea or make some coffee, something like that. Alright, so quick and easy. And so you could pick these up at the dollar store. You could pick them up for like $2. Same with the aluminum water bottle. Alright. Since we're on the topic of food, Roman noodles. Alright. Quick, easy, very lightweight. One serving is one packet, and you could get 4 for $1 at the dollar store. So again, with the dollar store items. Instant coffee. Like I said, you could also make pine nettle tea. You just take a piece of pine, put it in your boiling water, and you have a good little drink, warm drink. I use coffee. This one, the wife got me from Africa. She went to Africa for 6 months, and she came back, brought me some coffee. I only use those ones, especially for camping. Alright, we're going to talk about wool blankets. Now, reason why a lot of guys suggest wool blankets, I picked this one up for $5, by the way, at a thrift shop. Reason why we like the wool blankets so much is because it holds 90% of your body heat. Alright? It keeps you relatively warm. You could put up a firewall to reflect the heat off your fire. And with the wool blanket, and again with the pine boughs, you put some pine boughs underneath, and you'll have a nice mattress. Then you put that on top, and you should be good to go. Alright? I use this This again I picked up at the dollar store. It's one of those reflector blankets you put in the windshield of the car. So it has a little bit of foam for padding, but not much. But yeah, what I usually like to do when it gets colder, like now, we're in mid-November, you have your sleeping bag out. You put this in between, shiny side up, right, and just sleep inside, just like that. You're good to go. Now, I hear a lot of people talk about their tarps. They usually get military tarps and you know, these like 24 by 16 massive tarps and all that, and make, you know, all these wonderful shelters. But if you're doing just an overnighter, sometimes you don't have time. And again, this is a low budget video, right? So just your simple blue tarp, shiny side on the inside, blue on the outside. Comes with grommets, right? And this is just a 6x8 tarp, right? I'm 6 foot, so I make a 4 foot by 6 foot lean-to. About that, so battery ran out, and I've been having technical difficulties all day with my my gear. Anyways, up next is the tarp. This is just a typical blue 6x8 tarp. Now I know a lot of guys go, you know, you need this tarp or that tarp. I got the 16 by 24, I got the 10 by 10 to 20 by 20, and they make these massive shelters. This is just your typical blue tarp. You can still get this at the dollar store. It's 6x8. So basically I just make a 4 foot by 6 foot lean-to, tuck under underneath the wool blanket so I'm not on the damp ground, and I stick the pine boughs underneath, and the picture of what I usually do is right here or popping up here, depending how I edit this. So, but to make the lean-to, this is usually $3 at the dollar store. To make the lean-to though, you usually need a ridge line, which means cordage or, you know, something going across the top. So power cord, you can still pick this up at the dollar store. That's where I picked this up. This is 50 foot of power cord. You could also use jute twine. You could also use fishing line, whatever. But anyways, I picked this up at the dollar store as well. So as you know, like I said earlier, there's a lot of items from the dollar store. It's going to get nighttime, it's going to get dark, right? So basically, looks like I'm going to need batteries, but you could get a headlamp. It comes with a band and everything, and yeah, so your typical headlamp. I got this at the dollar store. I think it was $2.50 at the dollar store, and it has 3 settings. It won't let me, but I'll start off with 1 LED, then it goes to 3 LEDs, and then it lights up all, I believe it's 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it would light up all 7 LEDs. This is a great little item for at night, you know. Speaking of items for night, you're going to want to make a fire, right, to cook up your Roman noodles or whatever you bring into the woods. Heat up your water for the tea. So I got this at the dollar store as well. It's just your ferro rod, magnesium bar. So, but I lost a fire striker, which is okay because you know, I could always use my knife. I could use stone something with an edge, and there you go. There's your fire. Very simple, very easy, right? So that covers So what did we cover so far? We covered shelter, which is your tarp, your blanket. We covered the cordage. We covered your combustion device. You covered your food and containers. And now you need a cutting tool. Here we go. Again, at the dollar store. This is your no-name generic Swiss Army knife. There's no labeling on it, no nothing. It is made in China. It was $3 at the dollar store, and it comes with your knife. So if you wanna, do a little carving or whatever, and it's actually pretty sharp. It comes with a little saw right here. So, right. So it comes with a pair of scissors, with bottle openers if you bring a beer or soda pop. So, corkscrew and all, a screwdriver. So yeah, it's basically your Swiss Army knife without the toothpick, but who needs the toothpick anyways, right? And this could get the job done for one night, right? Or a couple nights, but this is, your overnighter pull out. So yeah, and if you want a bag, you could always have a backpack. You could, a plastic bag, bring that into the woods. You could use the plastic bag as a garbage bag for the end of your trip out of the woods, because you're not going to want to leave your garbage there. If you want to bring it out with you, maybe pick up some that somebody else left. But yeah, that's basically the low budget loadout. So with that, you could last a night out in the woods. Again, it's under $30. So with that said, you could start practicing for under $30. You don't need to spend a lot of money to get started. Alright? So I hope this was helpful, guys. And yeah, if you like, give it a thumbs up. Feel free to share, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you use in your low budget loadout. It could be anything from the blue tarp that we discussed, or if you have something that's, good for what you use. Munchkin's going to end up sleeping on this if I don't put it away, so I'm going to let you guys go. I'm just rambling. Alright, so get out there, stay safe. I'll catch you next time.